Long ago, in the heart of the African savannah, there was a small village called Bayo. The people of Bayo were known for their peaceful ways, farming the fertile land and celebrating the rhythms of nature. But peace was not to last. News spread like wildfire. Hausa invaders were on the march, leaving only ash and blood in their wake. Among the people of Bayo was Boye'I, a young warrior whose courage burned brighter than the noonday sun. At only 18, his strength and skill with the spear were unmatched. When the village elders called a meeting, fear hung heavy in the air. "They will come for us," an elder said, his voice trembling. "We must flee." Boye'I stepped forward, his jaw clenched, his fist tight around his spear. "No," he said firmly. "We will not run. This land is ours. I will defend it." The elders exchanged worried glances, but Boye'I's words ignited a spark in the hearts of the villagers. If a boy could be so brave, how could they cower? That night, under a blood-red moon, Boye'I prepared for battle. He coated his spear with poison brewed from jungle vines and painted his face with ash and mud. With every stroke, he prayed to the ancestors for strength. At dawn, the invaders came. The Hausa warriors, clad in iron and leather, charged on horseback, their war cries splitting the air like thunder. Boye'I stood at the head of his people, alone, armed with nothing but his spear and unshakable resolve. As the first wave of horsemen approached, Boye'I moved like the wind. He threw his spear, piercing the lead rider's chest. The man toppled from his horse with a scream, his blood staining the earth. Boye'I snatched the fallen warrior's sword and turned to face the rest. The battle that followed was brutal. Boye'I fought with the ferocity of a lion, slashing and stabbing, each swing of his blade an act of defiance. The villagers, inspired by his courage, joined the fight with makeshift weapons, axes, farming tools, and even their bare hands. The ground soon became a battlefield of chaos and blood. Boye'I's arms burned with exhaustion, but he refused to yield. He roared like a thunderstorm, cutting down invaders left and right. When his sword broke, he fought with his fists, breaking bones and crushing skulls. By midday, the once mighty Hausa forces began to falter. Their leader, a towering man with a scarred face, charged at Boye'I, swinging a massive axe. Boye'I dodged, grabbing a discarded spear. With a mighty thrust, he drove the weapon into the leader's chest. The invader fell, his blood soaking the earth. Seeing their leader dead, the remaining Hausa warriors turned and fled. The people of Bayo stood victorious, though at a great cost. Many of their own lay dead, and the village was scarred by fire and blood. Boye'I, battered and bloodied, stood among the survivors, his head held high. "This land is ours," he said, his voice ringing with unshakable pride. "And no one will take it from us." From that day forward, Boye'I was hailed as the Defender of Bayo. Though his body bore scars of battle, his spirit became a symbol of courage and resilience. And so, the story of Boye'I lived on, whispered by the fireside to remind the people that even in the face of brutality, one warrior's courage could turn the tide.